Welcome to a new day in Empyrion Galactic Survival, and here we are. We're on the top of my capital vessel. What I want to do in this part is get up into space and do some work on the carrier, because I think it's going to be quite important to get that up and running with some upper deck defenses, so then we can move on and maybe have another crack at the Xerax. But before that, I just want to show you something that I found while I was exploring the planet. This is an unknown structure belonging to the Legacy. And I think I really need to kind of check it out and just see what it is. I'm just gonna come down here and go through here. Looks like the tomatoes are ready to be picked. I mean, so let's get down here. Of course, we're gonna need to reload. We got a couple of dinosaurs around, but they're not particularly that aggressive. They'll be quite happy just to think. So you're gonna pick up the alien thorn. Hello. Enjoy yourself. And there's a bit more plant protein there. Don't really need it, but you never know when you do need it. I think we're gonna go shotgun, because what we probably will have is some screamers in here, because the building itself isn't particularly anything new. It's been around for some time, and I know there'll be at least one vault box in here. But I'm hoping that we might get a message or something. Well, it looks like we might have something that's a bit more hostile in here. Okay. Oh, so we got legacy soldiers. So this is the type of thing we're going to be up against once we actually, if and when we ever find legacy space. Interesting. Well, we got some confetti stuff from them. Let me just do a reload just in case there's any more abominations in there. No. That you, Mr. Dinosaur? Yeah, we only got the one loot box here. What we got here? Sathium. I was hoping for a little bit more than that, especially with rifle upgrade kits. I suppose we could sell them, so we'll just put this in the for sale section. I would really like to find a trader and try and sell off some of this stuff, but you never know. Of course, the core is up here. The problem is that if I try and... I mean, I'm not going to blast my way through that block, but we could destroy the core. The trouble with that is, if I destroy the core, I'll probably destroy the generators behind it, but we'll do it just for a bit of fun. We'll just drop that there. Wait for the bang. There we are. That's because of the area effect of the explosives. Let me just put this into for food. And I've only got the one multi-charge left, but we'll just scrap the blocks. You made me nervous. Go away. We'll also take that. As far as I know, there are no other hidden goodies in here. I mean, there is some fuel tank here, and there's a small generator there, so we didn't lose everything. There's 112 fuel-wise, so we'll take that. I'll just put this in the for sale section of the great. Just do that. Sort this out. Otherwise, I'm going to forget that that's in there. So constructor out. Sale. Must have sort on. Yeah, sorting options. We'll just just going to scrap out. I mean, we can pick out. Whoops! I also haven't got the what we call it on constructor in. Hook that up. Just hook that. I must admit, I was half expecting some kind of message or something, but obviously this is just I think maybe this, you could probably say that this is actually just a reminder that to work your way towards the legacy. Anyways, we'll just pick up a few bits and pieces. A lot of this is concrete, so we'll just take the steel. I mean, I don't want to spend too long doing this because, as I say, the focus of this video is do some work on the carrier. In fact, I think that's about it. I mean, there's nothing particularly special here. So we'll just get back in to the ship. And we'll, well, if we go, well, took a little bit of damage doing that. Of course, this cactus is absolutely no good. What's that there? No, nothing. There's a little bit of plant protein there. We'll just pick that up. And just jump into here. And get in the hot seat. Just throw out a scan and see what's around. Oh, there's something over there. Now, if you watched the previous video, I said I was going to come down here and get the resources here, but I actually got distracted by coming through here. And I did loot out the unknown artifact and got a little bit of stuff from that. It's actually saying that there's something down there, so maybe we'll go take a look, see at that before we leave. You might have noticed that I'm actually flying with the shields off, and the reason for that is that the threat level here is very low. I mean, we can always power them up quickly should we run into trouble. This is a trader's shuttle hub. Now, this looks a pretty familiar building, which used to be common back in the day of, was it Alpha 8, Alpha 9? Yeah, it was a defense situation there. Oops. Hey, back up. Yeah, back in the days of Alpha 8, Alpha 9, when you landed on a starter planet, you'd end up running around the planet, and you'd end up going to buildings like this because they used to be a phenomenal source of loot. Of course, since the change and the introduction of factions, we can't loot them anymore, unfortunately. I mean, just to give you a bit of a tour. So, like, if you come in here, you can see we've got a big pile here, but it says, if we steal it, we're going to upset the Traders Guild. Another good advantage of this base used to be that you could come in here, you used to get a free repair station, and then you also had this. And what you could do is hook this to the repair station, like that. And you could actually, if you're a bit sneaky, you could actually use it to do small things. So it was actually a quick way to get up and running in when you were just first starting out. There used to be an oxygen terminal up here. Oh, they've got a teleporter. I wonder where that goes. I don't really want to jump into a teleporter. The oxygen station used to be there. You used to go to come in and land on this landing pad here. So they've obviously made a couple of small changes. I don't think there's anything up here. Nope. Oh well. And of course you used to get an auto teller. I think I can develop actually in range of my capital vessel for sale. And I just want to pick this up, because what I should be able to do is deposit this into here. There we are. I know it's not important, but it just gets rid of those credit card things. And it makes transactions easier because you've got all your money in one place rather than having to switch. I suppose that's one benefit of visiting here. Anyway, what I want to do now is get back in the ship and get up into space. Let's just get back up to here. I suppose I could check out what's around here. No, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. So what we'll do is we'll just get up into space, and I'll see you once I actually get to the carrier. So here we are. We are approaching the carrier, and what I'm going to do is just practice my docking. So we're going to try and get on the forward landing area. Let's say this is just pure getting practice in. So if we just move forward on this area here, I have been half thinking about making this into a full delta look by extending the rear wide area forward so that it does look a bit like a delta craft, but I'm not sure that I want to do that, because the problem with that is it will obstruct the side weapons. We're just going to drop. Don't really need to dock. I just want to put it on the front here. Just turn the power off. Just a bit go and heal up and get some oxygen. Knowing me, I will probably let myself get suffocated. Just go up that, and I suppose I better pick up some food on the way through as well. Well, just eat a couple of hams. And one thing I do want to check is constructor in. We've got some flux. Okay, this. Let's get out the area here. So there's actually two things I want to do. The first one's really straightforward, and the second one's going to be a bit more time consuming, because I want to work on this area here, because I'm just not happy with this at all. But first things first, what I want to do is get down in here. Should we go in the side entrances? For some reason I left the power on. And what I want to do is actually upgrade my shield here. Oops. So just get into here. I hook up that, and then upgrade. Ah, I'm getting cooked. Okay. So we need 5 capacitor devices and 1 power coil. Can I make that up here? Let me just see. Where's the capacitor devices? Need 5 of those. And we need a power coil. We'll just knock out this. Of course, I'm putting them in the wrong place. This needs to go into structure in. So while that's actually doing it, I'll put them in the correct place. So just for some reason I've got food in here as well. Okay, that's actually in the correct place. Okay, raw food. I don't know how that got in there. Structure in. Why is that stopped at? Oh no, it's still making them. We'll just get this made. No, it's nearly there. Just check. Yep. So that should now allow me to upgrade this. There we are. And that gives me a tier 2 shield for my capital vessel. In actually some ways, I just thought I was thinking about upgrading the Pioneer, but okay, let me just. Can I toughen up the Pioneer? This needs 5 capacitors and 1 power core. Okay. I actually thought I was over the top. Yeah, I'm over the top. Yeah, I think if I upgrade this to a tier 2 shield, this is going to reduce my efficiency even more on here. I really need to take this up to a tier 3, but I don't think I've got the resources to do that. Let me just see. I think all my base stuff is in here. Don't I have any bridges? Raw materials. Okay, we've got 7 of those. Yeah, well, I'm getting distracted. That will be something for another video. I think the only thing this video has shown so far is how easily distracted I can get, which is probably not the best thing. So what we're going to have to do is take a few of this bits and pieces apart. So put this back to player so I know where I am. Silver Warrior, we're going to put you on block store. Connect you up to there. And what I want to do is now retrieve blocks. I want to take the blocks off this top part here first. What I would like is for this to be completely level, so that we can put a main command center up here, along with a med bay and various other items. So I want to take this off like this. I mean, it's only steel blocks anyway, so that gives me the level of the deck that I want to get to. We'll take that out because I'll probably rebuild this area here a little bit and just turn around like that. And now my problem is the hangar deck is actually 5 high, but that includes the top layer of blocks which shows through here. So the actual distance between the floor and the bottom of this block is 4, which is a bit of an odd number. So, and that's the reason why everything is a little bit out of line here. Stop turning round. So I've got a bit of an idea. So what I'm going to do is just pick up this stuff and the fridges in this area here. And we'll take out this door and this door. What I want to do is pick up the grow plots, because what I'm thinking is to lift this up 1 floor level, 1 level of blocks actually, not 1 floor level. What am I talking about? So we're just going to do this. So we'll just take these grow plots out. And of course, an advantage of doing this will also mean that I will have 2 layers of blocks between my machine room and this upper deck, so that it should reduce the vulnerability. I think we're going to need to take out this wall. And we'll take the ventilator out. So we'll just take this out across here like that. And we'll take this one out here. These out. And take you out across like that. Now I'm not going to mess with these, because what I'm thinking is that I come out 1 layer of blocks and then drop down here, so this stays the same. I mean, I've got no idea if this is actually going to work. So I think that's all I need to really strip out. I think to make life a little bit easier, I've got some alien or xeno steel blocks. So what we'll do is we'll just put the xeno steel in here, because I'm going to put the grow plots back exactly where they were before, but of course one layer up. And the grow plots don't have a lot of hit points, so maybe if I put a layer of Xeno steel underneath like this. Actually, I could probably do the whole floor in Xeno steel, but probably, let me just have a look. Upgrade. Okay. Upgrade tree. Maybe we'll just take these up to hardened. Just toughen this up back this way. So that puts in one layer of hardened floor. And then I think what we can do here with is the grow plots. We've got 55 grow plots. Well, and I don't want combat steel. We'll just go with the hardened steel here. And what I'm going to do is put the grow plots back in again, like that. Wait, not messing about. Oops, a bit of finger twitch there. So we're just going to put that there. I want to go up 3. So how thick is this ceiling? Let's get rid of this. Okay, well, let's just take out the internal ceiling. Get rid of those very bright light strips as well. Because I still want this room to be 3 high. I think we'll just leave you for the moment. So, just take you out like this. Take you out like this. That gives me the height of the room, like that. And I think what we'll need to do is take out one there, and one there, and we'll just take you out as well. And then just fill you in with no. Just fill you in like this. That brings this floor up 1 layer. And I think we'll just put you in there. We'll leave that there. And we'll just take you out there. And I'm not sure about this area here just yet. So we got that there. I think we'll take out another row up here. Just across here. Because that will line up with that. Right, have we got any furniture or ramps or anything like that in here? Yes, got 1 set still spare. I thought I had more than that. Let me just check the where is it? Silver light. Is the Pioneer gone? Am I out of range of the Pioneer? Oh, that's annoying. How can I be out of range of the Pioneer? Oh, I suppose I could be. Okay. Building supplies. I don't know why you've got that area there. Some of this stuff can... Okay, I actually thought I had more ramps. Oh well, we'll just have to make some. Probably could do with texturing some of this stuff in as well. Let's just have a look at this. So what have we got here? Combat steel, combat steel. Combat steel. There's going to be a little bit of a weak point here, isn't it, with this angle? But at the same time, I don't want this to be too chunky. So if I come in here, I'm just going to turn that into there. And I think for the purposes of this, we'll just put you in there like that. I don't think all of this is combat steel. Let me just take a look at this. Some of this is steel blocks. So we're going to have to upgrade this to combat steel. But we'll worry about that later on. I wish you'd stay not spinning around. We've got this area here that needs to be changed a little bit. So let's take out these blocks here, here. This block can stay the way it is for the moment. Of course, we'll put combat steel from there to there. We'll have to reblend this corner in a bit later on, but I'll just leave that for the moment and put this in. Make you more solid. We got one staircase. So how many staircases will I need? 4. So I really need another 3. Block store. Boarding ramps. Staircases. Steel staircases. 1, 2, 3. Make 3 of those. And we'll just use this one as a tester. Wedge 1 by 2. I must admit, I don't really like the steep one, so maybe we'll just put that in like that. Actually, I need the texture tool as well. Pioneer. Wherefore art the texture tool? Put you into there, so it's easier to swap this over. And open this up and just put the texture tool in. And I think we'll just do the ceiling while I'm looking at it, so that we can get a feel. Maybe that's just... let's just do the floor first. Floor. Let's have something fairly light down here. Something like that. I think we change you as well. I think we'll be covering that up, so I don't need to texture that. course, we need to get rid of that block there. Retrieve. Drop down. Ceiling. Oh. Maybe we go for a light grey rather opposed to whites. I mean, we are going to bring out the structure that I built before out another level so that we can get the lights for that area there, but okay, I've messed that up again. Let's put this in. We'll fix these problem textures later on. So that is kind of working out reasonably well. Let me just come into here. There we are. We got that. Where's that? I just take up position here. Where's my bottom bar gone? Because I switched off by accident. You can't switch it back on when you're in this mode. I'll just rotate you, put you there, and whoops, and we'll put you there, and I think that will fit. I think that'll look okay. Next thing we're going to need is to put the doors back on. Armored doors. Now I think we use the armored doors. These are looking outwards. And if I put them in like that, put that around like that. And by putting them around that way, it means that I don't get a block intrusion into the room because it would go through the door like that. So we've got this area here. And I think that fits reasonably well. And we got this bit here. So we just work on this. This is going to intrude into here, so just take out that block there, that block there, and I think we can go hard and still block there, there. And how steep do I want this? If I can put it in like this, which will give me a little bit of a down ramp here, or I could go something like that. Now I think that will fit in across there, so that will emphasize the shift between the two floors. Now this is going to be slightly exposed to the roof, so I think we'll go combat steel up through the center like that. That brings this down. That over that one? No. It's half open. That would cover the up 1, 2, So you can come in like that to recreate the original floor. That will allow the grow lights to go onto there because that'd be too high. So we got a kind of a gap there and a gap there. Maybe put you across like that. Just to lighten this up a little bit, like that. So we just got this little area here that possibly needs a bit of reinforcing to it. Let me just see, what have we got block-wise? Oh, I wouldn't mind a block with a V in, but I don't think that actually exists in the game at the moment. So many blocks to choose from, so many blocks. I think that's... What is this? That's interesting. Half block, didn't even know that existed. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. There's such a word. If we put in a half cube across like that, that creates a recess, but it's not as deep as it was before. So we've now got this area here. We've got that bit there, and we've got this floor dropping down. Do I want to put the windows back in again? I think I will. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 there. And maybe, what's that? How does that fit? It's right on that corner. I think we can make it work. In fact, I could put an angled window in there, couldn't I? Let's just get up here. Let me just see. I think it's symmetry plane time now, because windows can be a little bit tricky to put in. So, let's put you in like that. The only downside with the symmetry plane is the fact that mistakes are magnified. Right, let's find the armored windows. I've got plenty of armored windows, heavy windows. So 4. What shape do we want here? Put in. Oops. We could keep it simple like that. Something along those lines like that. And maybe something a little bit different here. No, we need to keep it in style of what? You're actually going the opposite way, aren't you? If I put in one like that, and if I take out that block there, and I take that block out this side, I wonder if I could get an angled window in here. Oops. So if we put in, say we put in a window like that, and then I think that might work actually, because that would then blend that into this corner here, and then what we can do is put a block under there. You just need to put an angled block there. Just get back on the lit side. I can probably see it better. What is the block underneath? Just take a look at that block. So this is like just a half block here. So if I just take out that one there, just put a bit of combat steel in here. I think that blends in. Back to the lit side so we can actually see what we're doing. Yeah, I actually like that, actually. Let's just get rid of that and go inside. And that's horrible. Okay, we're going to need to take out that there. And that there. So we're going to need some kind of block in here to finish off this glass to make it airtight. Okay. It's not big enough. It's got to be a half block. Just turn this over. I mean, we could put that in. That will seal the window. Then we're going to have a problem above. If we go something like that. This is part of the fun and the frustration of building in this game, is getting the angles done. I think what we can do is just put another block there, so that fits in with the window. Just get rid of that. I think we can turn the symmetry plane back off again, so we can actually get a better look of the way. And of course I didn't take the block out this side, so we'll just have to take that out. And just rotate that in like that. And we'll just put the light on the situation. So that blends in this corner into here. So, makes this corner a little bit chunky. So we take out that. In theory, if I zap the symmetry plane, it should come back to where it was before. Yep. If I can see what I'm doing. We put that in there, that will curve this out. I know I'm intrinsically weakening the side of this, but I mean, you need some aesthetics. So I think that actually works better than having it coming in on there, because that creates a little lip around that bit there. Looks like the sun's come round to this side now. Problem now is this looks a little bit bland, and this sticks out a little bit. Just try something. Say we put a block like that, and then maybe like that. Then I've got to merge in this area here, and we've got to merge in this area here, and then we can put some half blocks up like that. make this out a little bit wider. We're going to find some way to come around here, fit in with this window. Well, we could put something here that angles this in. Say a corner block there. And what we could do is put this here, creating a pillar effect. Let's say across like that. And then we could maybe blend this in this way. Something like that. And maybe on this side as well. Create an effect like that. And then we've got a really ultra thin something like that way. And coming this way, maybe we can emphasize the top of the window here. Problems are going to be getting these very narrow strips blended in. But I've got to keep an eye on my oxygen as well. And I say, this is the fun and the frustration of the game. I think I've just blocked over this area here. Let's just turn the symmetry plane off again. And I've just noticed, so whoops, get rid of that so I can see what we're doing. And so we're going to need to put another part of the lift in here so that we actually know where this entrance is. There's the lift stuff. 5. So we'll just drop you in there. Not totally happy with this outside decor, but you never know, it might fit over time. Not totally comfortable with that, so I think we'll take out that and that. Oops. And I think we can just go with good old hardened steel here. Maybe we'll just go with that there. And we'll just rotate that in there. That creates a kind of depressed angle that fits together. And this is done, this is done. Probably the best way to check this out, and I am aware that time is pushing on, but I don't think I've got any grow lights in here, have I? I think I just... so we need... How many grow lights do I need? About 6, don't I? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where are they? Grow lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just knock those out. I think if I put the grow lights in, that will give the lighting for the room, and then I'll be able to get a feel for what textures are actually going to work. So, and of course we've got to put our fridges and the what we call it's in food processors. We'll just put the food processors back in, a block in on each side, like that. You're the wrong way round. Food processor. My view there, there. How many fridges have I got? 7 fridges. I don't think I need 7 fridges. I'm not going to have that much food in the... So I think we'll go with something, say maybe 2 on each side. So it makes a little bit like that. And the other thing I wouldn't mind in here is, whoops, where is it? We'll put a med bay and an oxygen station in here as well. So we'll put rotate a med bay in there and an O2 station. Yeah. Given the size of this carrier, I think you've got to be a bit generous with the med bays and the O2 stations. Otherwise you'll be walking around everywhere trying to find what you're going to be able to put them in. Okay. I think grow lights are finished. I'm just going to put these in. Maybe 1, 2. That's over that one, isn't it? Maybe 1. It's always 2 in, so it's over the center of the block of 9. 1, 2, and 1, 2. That's the one over that, isn't it? Yep. I think that actually brings the room to life. I'm quite happy with that. I don't think I really need any more lighting. We could put a little bit of lighting above, say, on this cross piece here and this cross piece here. But I think I'd rather texture it in first. But that certainly brings the room to life. And if I come out now, I've accomplished my real goal, which is to get this area flat. So what we can do then is start to build a command room up here. What we'll probably have back here is the med bay accommodation, and then we'll have a command bridge up here with the because we got to put some flying wings in. Possibly we'll have some turrets up here. Maybe we could restructure this area here for a turret platform that will be below the actual artillery turret. We could have something like dual missile turrets or something on this area here, because I do want to make this top area a bit more, how can you say, resistant to attack is probably the polite term for it. Anyway, I've just noticed the time. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. I will carry on doing a little bit more work on this exterior. I'm not totally happy with what I'm doing here, but I just want to make this area a little bit tougher than what it actually is. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.